Hello everyone and welcome back. So today I thought I would see the differences between the Maze Runner book and movie. Because I finished the Maze Runner book and I watched the movie, and there are some differences, and I thought I would talk to you about those. But before I start, I would just say to you that there will be spoilers in this. So if you are planning on rather watching the movie or reading the book, I will suggest that you don't watch this one, because then you will be spoiled with the whole book or movie. So after saying that, let's just get into it. So I'm sorry, but these are in the worst kind of order, because clearly I can't write things in order. So yeah. The first thing is, in the book, when Thomas arrives in the glade, he remembers his name instantly. But in the film, he doesn't remember it until later on that day. And it is said that that's the only thing they're allowed to keep. And in the book, Teresa and Thomas can communicate with each other telepathically. And I kind of see why they have chosen not to have it in the movie, because it's really hard to get it telepathically without it becoming weird. So I kind of see that one is easier to write it down. And in the book, just moments after arriving in the glade, Teresa goes into coma for several weeks, and while she is in a coma, she triggers the end. But in the movie, she only comatose for a few days, and she's not the one who triggers the whole end. In the book, when they get out of the maze, Gally throws a knife at Thomas, but Chuck takes it in the heart. However, in the movie, Gally has a gun, and he does the same, but Chuck jumps in front of Thomas. And then, after Chuck dies, Thomas attacks Gally and beats him up. However, in the movie, right after Gally fires the gun, Nino throws a spear into Gally and injuring him. And I kind of see why they have chosen to do it that way, because if you have Thomas attack Gally, people will feel like he's a bad person and hate him and do that. And yeah, let's just get on. In the book, when the doors to the maze stay open at nightfall, the grievers take one glider at a time each day, and comes back the next day and the next day. However, in the movie, the grievers fully attack the glade and many gliders dies. In the book, the gliders use hand-drawn maps to study the maze. In the movie, they have a large model of the entire maze. And in the book, the serum they used on the gliders after being stung by a griever already exists in the glade long before Thomas even arrives. in the movie, Teresa brings the serum when she's sent up to the glade. So that's kind of a difference. In the book, more people are stung even before Thomas arrives. Yeah, and in the book, the gladers have been in the glade for 2 years. However, in the movie, they've been there for 3. So it's a year difference. In the book, here comes one point. Gally has already been stung by a griever long before Thomas arrives. And that is the reason he hates Thomas, because he had seen him when he was in changing. And in the movie, Gally gets stung at the end when he escapes. And the reason why he hates Thomas in the glade is like because it's something different and he feels like he's up to something. And in the book, 30 gladers were sent up in the box the first day. In the movie, Albie was the first one to arrive at the glade and had to be a month in the glade alone. I would much rather want to be in the glade with 30 others the first month. In the book, Teresa arrives the day after Thomas. In the movie, she arrives a few days after. In the book, Albie sacrifices himself so the gladers can escape the maze. But in the movie, he dies before the gladers plan their escape. He's taken by a griever. However, in the book, he follows them into the maze. And there are no like Gally taking over the maze. That is it, because that is in the movie. In the book, Gally is actually taken by a griever, because the one that are like with Gally hides him, and he comes out, and when he like drags off some planks at their hiding spot, the one of the grievers take Gally. And in the book, the gladers were able to figure out the clues through the map by recreating them through a wax paper and putting them on top of each other, and they form words. And the words are float, catch, bleed, death, stiff, push. And they have to enter it into a computer to exit. But in the movie, they escape the maze by punching the number sequence on the maze. Yeah, the maze is different sections. And in the book, the weather never changes. It's always sunny, and it doesn't change until Teresa triggers the end. Then there is no sun anymore. In the film, the weather changes, including rain. In the book, Thomas intentionally gets stung by a griever, but in the movie, he intentionally stabs himself with the stinger that Albie chopped off from the griever. And in the book, when Thomas and Mino are in the maze for the night, they defeat a griever by sending it off the cliff to survive. However, it's later discovered that they did not kill it. And for those of you who don't have read the book, the cliff is a cliff, to say it easy, that they have to jump down in to get to where they need to write down the code, basically, to say it very easy. And in the film, Tommy, now I started with saying Tommy. Thomas kills a griever by letting it crash against the wall. And in the book, one of the original gliders tried to escape the maze by going down the boxhole, and he was bisected, basically. And in the movie, the doors of the box cannot be opened if they are first closed. In the book, Thomas is attacked by Ben after following the beetle blade into the forest. In the movie, Thomas is attacked by Ben after Newt sends him into the forest to collect fertilizer. And in the book, Albie is described as being mean and rude, and Thomas has a hard time getting his answers. In the movie, Albie is extremely kind, and Thomas has everything explained to him. In the book, Ben was already going through the changing when Thomas arrived, before he slips away and attacks Thomas in the woods. In the movie, Ben is seen as a healthy runner in the maze until he gets stung. In the movie, one of their golden rules is to never harm another glider. In the book, Albie and others frequently talks about pushing gliders off the cliff. And in the movie, it said that no one has spent a night in the glade, seen a griever and lived to tell about it. So the first day, or the first time he sees a griever, is at that night in the maze with Mino. In the book, there are a window, and Thomas is shown a griever. In the book, the first time Thomas sees Mino is when he comes out of the maze early and calls Albie and tell him they found a dead griever. This does not happen in the movie. And basically, yes, Mino and Albie goes into the maze. However, in the movie, Albie is down on the same place as Ben. In the book, Albie is stung because he goes up to the griever and like kicks it, and it's not dead. It's getting spooked and sting him and rolls over him. In the book, supplies like food, they arrive every week at the same day and same time through the box. In the movie, it said that it comes up every month along with a new glitter. There are many more. This is the last one I will take though. In the movie, the grievers only comes out at night. In the book, they occasionally come out by day. However, they don't go to the glade, they are just in the maze. So, yeah, that will be it for this video. If you like this video, click the thumb button and subscribe down below for more videos. I will try post more frequently. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!